Hey everyone, welcome to This Explainer. Today we're diving straight into building a complete real-world enterprise HR AI agent from absolute scratch. And hey, we aren't just going to sit here clicking buttons. We're going to dig into the actual why behind every single architectural decision. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly how real companies construct these intelligent assistants to completely transform their internal operations. Let's get right into it. Okay, let's set the scene. Imagine a company with, say, 5,000 employees. Every single day, the HR department is just drowning in repetitive questions. You know the ones. How many casual leaves do I have? What's the maternity leave policy? Where's the attendance portal? Dealing with this massive manual mountain of queries is incredibly inefficient. And honestly, it drains so much time away from strategic HR initiatives. But what if we could answer those questions instantly? Well, that's exactly what we're going to build today. An AI agent that handles these requests immediately. This is the exact strategic solution modern enterprises use to automate their HR support. We're not building some simple little toy demo here, no. This is an actual robust HR agent that guides employees, searches complex handbooks, and even escalates requests when it needs to. It's all about saving HR teams hundreds of hours every single month, while getting employees the immediate answers they need. So here's our blueprint for this explainer. We'll be hitting architecture and components, building the knowledge base, designing conversational logic, power automate and actions, deployment and security, and finally, enterprise scaling. All right, jumping into part one, architecture and components. To follow along, we're assuming you already have a Microsoft 365 account, a Power Platform environment, and some sample HR policy PDFs ready to go. Now, before we click a single button to create our new agent, it is absolutely crucial that we understand what these major Copilot Studio components actually do. Think of the agent as the overarching brain of the whole operation. The knowledge base, that's your uploaded documents, the hard facts the AI draws from. Topics are the structured conversational paths you design. Actions are how the agent reaches out to do things like sending an email. Generative AI is the magic engine crafting those natural responses. And channels are simply where your agent lives, like Microsoft Teams. Getting how these fit together, that is the real secret to enterprise success. Let's trace how data flows through this architecture. An employee's initial message starts over in Microsoft Teams. That message travels straight to the Copilot agent. The agent then does one of two things. It either queries the knowledge base, those company HR docs, to formulate an instant answer, or if the request is super complex, it triggers a Power Automate flow to escalate the issue directly to the HR team's email. This is the exact real-world enterprise architecture we're bringing to life today. Moving right along to section 2, building the knowledge base. This is where we actually give our AI its brain and set some very strict boundaries for professional HR behavior. Here's what our first operational steps look like. We create and name our agent, and then we do something incredibly important. We configure strict AI instructions. We literally tell it, you are an HR assistant. Never generate false HR policies. Use company documents whenever possible. Escalate complex issues. Why do we do this? To prevent those crazy AI hallucinations. Once those guardrails are locked in, we upload our actual employee handbook and leave policy PDFs as knowledge sources and start testing it with real employee questions. Okay, here is a massive secret to enterprise success. Copilot doesn't just do a basic clunky keyword match when we upload those PDFs. No, it indexes these documents using semantic and vector search. This means it actually understands the context and intent behind an employee's question. We call this generative AI grounding. It anchors the AI's responses strictly to the facts inside your uploaded documents. That's what allows it to accurately synthesize an answer about, say, working from home, even if the user phrases the question in a totally unique way. All right, on to section 3, designing conversational logic. With our knowledge base locked and loaded, we need to design structured conversational paths to handle specific complex processes. Let's break down the anatomy of what we call a conversational topic. If we're building an employee leave flow, the user typing apply leave or sick leave acts as our trigger phrase. Once that's triggered, our flow takes the wheel. It asks the user a question, what type of leave do you want? And it stores their answer, like medical or casual, right into a variable. Based on that stored variable, we use conditional branching logic to generate dynamic outcomes. So we might provide this specific medical leave policy, or maybe offer to connect them with HR. Let's talk a bit more about those variables, because understanding the difference between a local variable and a global variable is an absolute must-have enterprise developer skill. When we ask the user a question and store their answer, a local variable only remembers that data for that specific topic, like remembering they asked for casual leave during the leave flow. A global variable, on the other hand, remembers the data across the entire session. So if they navigate to a completely different topic 10 minutes later, the agent still remembers their department or their manager's name. Super powerful stuff. Which brings us to Section 4, Power Automate and Actions. Because let's face it, when the AI can't resolve an issue, we need a rock-solid backup plan. Creating a seamless escalation path is vital. An enterprise agent has to know how to gracefully hand off complex or highly sensitive issues to a real human HR representative. If an employee types, "I want to talk to HR," the bot shouldn't just error out and say, "I can't help." It needs to initiate a structured human handoff. Here's how that data seamlessly flows to make that escalation happen. When the employee requests HR, Copilot Studio triggers an action. This action instantly runs a cloud flow over in Power Automate. Copilot securely passes the variables we stored earlier, like the employee's name, their department, and the specific issue, directly into Power Automate. Then Power Automate takes all that great data and automatically creates an HR support ticket via email. This ensures the human HR team gets all the context they need and the employee doesn't have to repeat themselves. It's a win-win. Moving into Section 5, Deployment and Security. This is arguably the most critical phase for any enterprise architect. We have to carefully navigate our publishing pipeline here. You should be rigorously testing your conversation paths, asking follow-up questions, and triple-checking your branching logic while you're still in the draft state. Only when it is absolutely bulletproof do we hit that publish button to push our finalized agent live to channels like Microsoft Teams. But hold on, before you publish, you have to remember that security is completely non-negotiable. HR agents handle highly sensitive, confidential data. You absolutely must utilize role-based access control, or RBAC, which means employees only see what their specific job title permits. You also need strict document permissions. Why? Well, you have to ensure the agent never accidentally exposes confidential employee info or salary details to the wrong person. Enforcing data privacy and responsible AI principles is exactly what separates a basic weekend demo from a production-ready enterprise solution. Finally, we've reached Section 6, Enterprise Scaling and Wrap-Up. Let's look at how we scale this solution up, avoid some common beginner traps, and even prepare for architectural interviews. First off, save yourself the headache and avoid these common pitfalls. Uploading massive, unorganized PDFs without providing clear AI instructions that inevitably leads to AI hallucinations and just a terrible user experience overall. Similarly, failing to build structured conversation paths or forgetting to include a human escalation route will leave your employees incredibly frustrated and stuck in endless dead-end loops. We definitely don't want that. Now, to take this from a great little project to an absolute enterprise powerhouse, you can extend the architecture significantly. Just imagine adding employee authentication through single sign-on, or enabling live leave balance lookups right there in the chat. You could send beautiful Teams notifications using adaptive cards, or even build direct integrations with external platforms like Dynamics 365 HR, Workday, or SAP. That is the moment an AI agent stops being a novelty and becomes a core operational pillar for the business. And hey, if you are taking this knowledge directly into a job interview, be prepared to answer these specific questions. Interviewers won't just ask how you clicked the buttons. They're going to test your understanding of the underlying enterprise-scale architecture. I want you to be ready to confidently explain exactly how generative AI grounding works, the distinct difference between structured topics and raw knowledge, and exactly how you architect security and data privacy for sensitive HR data. Let's do a quick recap of our journey today. We have successfully transformed a massive manual HR bottleneck into a highly secure, automated enterprise solution using Microsoft Copilot Studio. We configured strict AI guardrails, grounded the agent in real company PDFs, designed intelligent conversational topics using variables, connected Power Automate for seamless human escalation, and prepped the whole thing for secure deployment to Microsoft Teams. So now that you deeply understand the blueprint for building an HR assistant, I want to leave you with this thought. How can you use these exact same tools, concepts, and integrations to automate incident management and troubleshooting for your IT department next? The architecture is there, just waiting for you to build it. Thank you so much for joining me on this explainer, and keep building.